Right folks, hiya. Bear with me because I don't usually do YouTube videos, so this could well be a little bit shaky and not particularly brilliant quality, but I'll do my best. Just wanted to bring you a quick first view of the Samsung Galaxy S4 versus the HTC One, which is my new Battle Royal, if you like. I'm filming it on the old handset that used to be reigning supreme, which is obviously the iPhone 5. I've only had the S4 for about an hour, so still totally new to me. I quite like the handset actually. I think it's actually quite nice. Some people don't like this sort of semi-mirrored finish on the back, and it is a massive fingerprint magnet, as you can see. But I actually quite like it. It's nice and thin, and it is quite solid. No real problems. No way is it worth 600 quid SIM-free, but obviously that will settle down fairly quickly. If you're the sort of idiot that wants it quickly like me, then you have to pay the price. When you compare it to the HTC One, actually, I'm quite surprised at the differences straight away. You probably can't see from here. I'm going to go into Pocket Casts on both, which I've got set up to the rather wonderful Windows Phone podcast with the guys. And you can probably see the difference there straight away, I think, with the... I'm just going to stand up and just see if I can get a bit more distance. The HTC One coming up considerably brighter than the they're both on full brightness, of course, as you might imagine, I think the HTC One is considerably brighter than the S4. That's usually the case, basically. I'm just going to press play on that one.
Works, is really stable and has sort of a feature richness to it. It's not too much of an issue at the moment because the rate of updates is still pretty rapid on the broad scale. Even if, as Steve is describing here, there's an enormous amount of potential for individual user frustration.
Indeed, and there's frustration also in Core OS that we talked before about the whole others and the storage checker application. Interestingly, Nokia have posted their own workaround.
Now, I don't know how much of that you can hear because I've got like a headset on, and the mic is fairly high up, so apologies if you can't hear a lot on that. I'm just going to do the same with the Samsung now.
You still need the WW, although both will work. I mean, and here we go. Before we get into another platform, or perhaps we should focus on the fact that this is a Windows Phone podcast. And as I keep saying in the comments and to people who ask me, there's actually things to recommend.
I don't really know how much of that you can hear until I upload this, but the HTC One, as you'd fully expect, is massively better than the Samsung. I think for listening to podcasts, actually, it's absolutely fine. I think it works absolutely fine, to be honest. Sorry about that. The brightness differences here are blowing out the iPhone's camera a little bit. But one of the surprises for me was the width of them, actually. The Samsung's quite a bit wider. If you look at the text on there, same font size, and then compare it to the text on there, you'll see the differences. Quite substantial width difference. Anyway, early days for me. I certainly love just being able to press that centre button and going back to the home screen. Obviously, I've got the awesome on-off program set up on the HTC, so I can just pick that up, and as soon as I pick it up and put it at a certain degree angle, it'll just come on. So that kind of replicates it, but not quite the same as having that centre button. But more later, and more on Tech Talk UK, hopefully later tonight or tomorrow.